Hey guys, and welcome back to The Sims 4. We're going to do a short legacy this time. Like, a really short one. As you see, we've got 0 simoleons. That's the intent. Because we have a pet, so we gotta feed him. And this is Butternut. He's in a little dragon suit. Pretty adorable. I think Butternut's a he. Might be female. I'm not sure. But this is our sim, Pumpkin Umpkin. She's named after a Final Fantasy character I have. A Final Fantasy 14 character, to clarify. And this is her plot of land. It's an abandoned ranch. You know, it's got a shed for a horse, a little outhouse with nothing in it, a little outdoor area, and what used to be a jumping place for horses. So, this is this. And Waller Sim goes on an odd job. Well, a community job. To make some money. I'm gonna read the legacy rules. So, here's the basic rules of the Pumpkin Patch Legacy. You start off with the largest lot available and build an empty small shack with a fence and garden. The garden will have 6 spots for crops. Set the money to 0. If you start with a pet, you may give them a food bowl and set your money to 5 simoleons instead, which covers the food. Use cheats if necessary, but not to control pregnancy or money unless you have to take away money. You know, use cheats reasonably. Like reset sim and modify and cast and stuff like that. Sometimes you might have to edit some of the needs if your sim is glitching out, but you know, just use it moderately. The challenge is 5 generations long, each named after a different pumpkin color. You can base your sim around this color, but it's not necessary. Mods that I have used for this challenge are MC Command, UI cheats, you know, etc. You will need the Functional Mill mod by Ice Moon Moon, the Honey Collection mod. I don't remember who has that one. I think it's Pied Piper or something like that. Carl's Dine Out Reloaded, and the Live in Business mod by Little Miss Sam. For at least the first 3 generations. And then from there you can kind of decide on what to do. Generation 1, Orange Pumpkin. You leave home on your 18th birthday given 1 present from your distant parents, a large plot of land. What you do with this plot is up to you, and you want to turn it into a meadery. Your grandparents own one, so why not you? It's in your honey sweet soul. So you settle down and make your honey dreams come true. Our goals for this generation are max out the nectar making, the mead making, and the mixology skills. You know, all the good stuff. Fill your garden up to the brim with beehives, both wild and not. Complete the expert nectar maker aspiration, and have 3 to 5 kids to help you make your personal store boom. And as you can see, we have the welcome wagon. Invite neighbors in. Give them some howdy introductions. Some funny introductions. Because we don't want them to hate us, but we're not going to be the most sociable at first. Put those in my inventory so they don't get soggy. I think regardless they're going to hate us a little bit, because that's just how the welcome wagon works lately. We don't want to woo-hoo in the bush with this married man. Congratulate him on his new job. Tell this guy a funny story. Give her a compliment. You know, just basic socializing stuff. Attitude, impression. You know, we're a bit of an interesting person. As you can tell, we're an elf in The Sims, but in Final Fantasy XIV, she's a Lollivel. So she's got pointed ears and everything. So she sticks out a bit. Oh, I didn't see her. For an introduction. Oh, there's the cat. There goes Butternut. Thank you for coming. Okay, our sim here, Pumpkin. She's an expert nectar maker, like the generation requires. There's no real cheat requirements. There's one that suggests traits, traits, but they're not necessary. She's a foodie. She's clumsy. She's an overachiever. And she doesn't have any milestones other than being a spellcaster and having Butternut. She likes lots of different music. I just picked a handful at random. She likes baking, mead brewing, nectar making, mixology, and cooking. She likes orange, pink, and purple. And she likes funny sims, romance enthusiasts, pet enthusiasts, and high energy sims. Another one that I kind of picked at random. Not so much random as I picked based on the random personality I'd given her. But man, this welcome wagon's actually lasting a while, unlike usual. Okay, we've made some money, so let's go out for another job. In the welcome wagon. So we've got time for another job. Let's see. Are they in the green? Yeah, they're in the green. Okay, so she gets along pretty well with a few of them. Marissa, not really compatible, but not compatible. Just kind of in between. We're gonna speed through her job. Romance-wise, I haven't set in stone who she'll marry. I've just said that she will get married and have kids. Now we have a few necessities that I didn't mention because I got carried away with decorating. Like we have the pea bush. Gotta have the pea bush. Mostly have it for decoration, but it's useful. Yeah, I forgot. Feathers. We've got a little seating area here with some hay bales that are actual areas that you can sit. We're gonna need food in a bit. So let's plant some crops and then just buy a pack of vegetable seeds and plant some of those. So we're gonna grow some pumpkins. As you could guess, that's pretty much the only crop that we're gonna be growing in these oversized crop plots. Is pumpkins. Oh, we already have some food. Never mind. We have these Panda Campos. Or Panda Campo. Whichever they pronounce it. Yeah, here's the inside of the barn. You know, it's ready for a horse, but we're not going to get a horse for this generation. So it's pretty much just decoration. But I'm curious to see what kind of story Pumpkin's gonna make for herself. No, we're not gonna travel to the magic realm. It's not really about magic, it's just we're a spellcaster. Clean that up. Because we've got a trash can. I specifically picked one that people can't knock over. Because that's a problem. I have Sims knocking over my trash cans all the time. And me not being able to pick them up. I'm gonna go play with Butternut. Because we could use some fun, and I bet Butternut could use some fun too. But when designing Butternut, I didn't know what kind of cat I wanted. Or a dog, you know. Because Butternut in Final Fantasy XIV is her chocobo. So I just made a cat and put a costume on it. Called it good. You know, something cute. Oh yeah, Butternut's traits. Butternut is a prowler, a glutton, and clever. You know, some kind of traits for a chocobo. And we're going to praise. And where is brush? So back here. We're gonna brush Butternut here a little bit. Make him less stinky. We're just gonna brush straight through that costume there. Okay, we need more food and sleep. So I'm gonna grab a serving of that. Yeah, I think that's good for now. We should probably move one of the hay bales inside. But I don't really think there's room for a hay bale. Oh, it was spoiled food. I didn't notice it was spoiled. Sorry there, Pumpkin. Some napping the pea bush. Let's just nap on the bench here. I don't know if it rains underneath this object or not. But it's gotta be rough. Get a nice picture of Pumpkin here. Falls up. As you can tell, I use a different method of saving screenshots than normal because I use a filter. Because I was having issues with the color of my game not being as vibrant as I liked. Okay, clean out that litter box real quick. But yeah, and we started in fall because pumpkins fall. It being fall. Well, autumn. I guess you can go sleep in the bush. We'll just let her get some sleep. And then we'll start making some more money. And eventually, you know, get her a nice bed. probably put away the horse bed in the house inventory. We won't sell it. She's gonna go back to sleep on the bench, I think. Yep. Let's talk to Butternut a bit, and let's see, what can we do? Encourage crop growth. We want these pumpkins to be pretty good size. Oh, my shader popped back on. It does that every morning. I don't know why. Let's see. Is there any more? Yeah, there's more feathers. We're only going to use this as our source of income to start off with. Until we can start buying the stuff for our meadery. Oh, just glitched out. But we've got a fair bit of money now. That we can start renovating the inside of the shack. So let's go into buy mode. Build buy. Set an inventory. Some lighting. Pop those in the inventory. And now we've got this whole shack to do with what we want. So the first thing I'm going to do is get her a bed. No, nothing too fancy. That's close to orange. It's more like a pinkish orange, but it works. Yeah, so she's got a bed. We've got some custom gardening stuff, so don't mind that. Where's what I'm looking for? Right here. A bee box. We're gonna buy 2 bee boxes. You know, so we can start getting some honey to sell. And we're gonna get a wild beehive. Now, a wild beehive, you can get honey once per day, and there's only a 50-50 chance that you'll actually get honey. So it's got a little bit of a nerf to it, but it's pretty good. We're gonna get a bed for Butternut. Sorry if you could hear that car horn. I have the window open because it got hot in here. Get a bed for Butternut. And a scratching post. Because I forgot to get that earlier. I actually had given Butternut a toy. But only because it was a mouse, and then I thought, you know, it's fitting to have a mouse in the shack. Okay. So we've got some stuff. We're eventually gonna get a nectar thing. But right now we just needed what we could get. Okay. Christmas gifts. Gardening. Gonna buy some mushrooms and we're just gonna eat some mushrooms. It's a cheap food. Okay. We don't have anything for hygiene yet, but we'll start making money with the bees. Side bed, pumpkin, and sleep. Gotta get her energy back up. Actually, before you sleep, fill the cat's bowl and sleep. Just gonna fast forward through sleeping like you would normally do. Doesn't need anything at the moment. Oh yeah, we didn't name this place. Pumpkin Patch. That's what our ranch's name is gonna be. It's not really gonna be much of a ranch, it's gonna be more of a farm than anything. Well, it's going to be a meadery. Let me rephrase that. But the actual land is going to be farm. Does Juniper want? No, we're not accommodating anybody at the moment. Well, I think this was a pretty good start. We got, you know, stinky Pumpkin here. Just chilling on her bed with her phone. Stinking up the place. But in the next episode, we should have some honey to mess with. And we'll start getting a honey press, and then maybe make another shed for mead making. So, until next time, guys. See ya.